Well, now on to our special focus tonight. Shocking statistics that don't bode well at all for women's safety in the capital. In spite of new measures in place and greater social awareness, the Delhi police says sexual crimes have seen the sharpest rise in the last 3 months compared to the same time last year. Is this because crimes are rising in general or because people are more aware and willing to report the crimes more confidently? Tanima Biswas reports.
2 siblings kidnapped and murdered in East Delhi. A 7-year-old girl raped in her school in Outer Delhi. A 19-year-old girl from Delhi gang raped in an auto in the Delhi suburb of Ghaziabad. A wealthy businessman with political clout shot dead at this farmhouse in South Delhi. Incidents in the National Capital Region this year which have shocked the country. Now, the latest figures of cases registered by Delhi police for the first 3 months of this year show there has been a huge surge in crime compared to the same period last year. Molestation cases have seen the sharpest rise, with police registering 794 cases compared to 115 last year. 359 rape cases have been registered this year compared to 143 last year. There have been 1,040 kidnapping cases this year. It was 680 cases for the same period last year. 486 snatching cases have been filed. There were 281 cases last year. The number of murder cases, though, have gone down from 119 last year to 89 this year. After the horrific gang rape last December, Delhi police had made safety for women their top priority. But has anything changed on the ground? For people who have been part of the protests post-December 16th, Delhi seems to have become more lawless than ever before.
The measures that they were taking were largely in this regard of telling women to, restrain themselves.
The fact that they are registering a case and there are more cases being registered is definitely an outcome of the pressure.
Delhi police, though, says that they are mostly registering cases which are complaints related to women, and that if the trend continues this way, it would actually be grounds for them to recruit more men and ask for more operational support to tackle the situation.
बड़ी चिंता ये है कि दिल्ली की मुख्यमंत्री ने आम जनता को टेंस कर दिया है जी, तनाव में ला दिया है ये कहकर कि उनकी बेटी भी दिल्ली के अंदर सुरक्षित नहीं है। तो उनको चाहिए अखबार में बयान ना देकर वो अपनी कांग्रेस की केंद्र सरकार के पास जाकर जो एक्शन करना है उसको उठाए।
Senior police officials claim that of late there's been a shift in their thinking and now they encourage all police stations to file as many cases as possible. Though it adds pressure to the existing system, they say their only concern would be if these cases are not worked out. Though for the people in Delhi, there's been no major relief as far as the law and order situation is concerned after 16th of December. With camera person Dhanpal and Siddharth Pandey in New Delhi, Tanima Biswas for NDTV.
Well, joining me to take this discussion further in the studio, the senior Supreme Court lawyer Vrinda Grover, an activist who was also part of the Delhi Rising campaign, Shruti Singh, and the Joint Commissioner of Police for Delhi, Tejinder Luthra. Mr. Luthra, let's go across to you first. The statistics are what would have been released by the Delhi police. They're not something that instill a lot of confidence in the citizens of the city.
My point is contrary. Rather, our statistics should instill a lot of confidence in the women, because after the extremely unfortunate incident of 16 December, police has been sensitized much more than it was ever before. We have established women help desks which work round the clock in the police station, and more importantly, we have changed our protocol in dealing with the women complaints. What we have done is, earlier, when a woman would give a complaint, we would first conduct a preliminary inquiry and then turn into an FIR. In this process, many FIRs were not registered. But now what we have changed the protocol is that we register the FIR, whatever the woman is saying in the first place. We do not conduct any preliminary inquiry, and we are registering verbatim FIR on the complaint of the woman. Yeah, straight away.
Right.
And we have given free hand to everybody down the police station. Rather, we are encouraging them, if a woman comes, you must register the case immediately, investigate it promptly. This is the reason we are seeing this big number which we are talking about.
Right.
But I must also tell you that this trend is a healthy trend. We should not be afraid of this trend, because free registration in police station ensures 3 things.
Right.
First is transparency, second accountability, and third is delivery of service.
Right. Okay, a fair point. That's what we are saying the Delhi police has been talking about as well, that this is actually a good thing. It should be looked upon positively. But Vrinda Grover, you tell me, do you agree with this view that the Delhi police is giving? Because the numbers seem alarming.
Yeah, I think there is much more at play over here, and I think we'll need to reckon with that also. All of it is not what the Delhi police is saying. I think there's a lot of accuracy in what Mr. Luthra is also saying. I think what December 16th and the outrage, the protests, and the subsequent conversations and public discourse that developed after that, what it did was to break the culture of denial and the culture of silence over sexual violence. And sexual violence came center stage, and everybody was compelled to talk and discuss. As well as state agencies were compelled to change track, as Delhi police is saying it has done.
Right.
That has led to many things. Not only change of protocol, we still need to see how that will play itself out over a long term. It has also led to perhaps women standing up and saying, this is wrong what is happening with me. I'm not going to tolerate this molestation. So the women's movement, when it's articulated aspects of bodily integrity, of autonomy, of agency, of control over one's body, I think we are also seeing women coming out and saying, I am not going to accept this conduct. I also want to add here a completely different dimension which we need to be very, very wary, and the police particularly needs to take note of.
Right.
There is also a backlash and a rise in crime that is taking place. This is not just reporting. The kind of figures that we are seeing, I mean, either we are seeing that there was absolutely no FIR being recorded. I don't think that that's the Delhi police's case presently. There is also perhaps a backlash of violence that women are facing. So what is the preparedness
as a result of the kind of awareness that is being
coming
created
center stage, and women asserting their autonomy and women asserting their rights?
Right.
And what is the preparedness of the state against that? I would like to know.